All right, well, I think the key to success in our projects is to always start another project before you finish.
Yes.
The
Keep
first
the
one.
ball rolling.
Always have multiple projects going at once. That way, you never finish.
Keeps you on your toes. Yep. I'm running around behind the camera's Pretty Boy Parker, and this is our garage conversion. This was originally our garage, and it's soon to be a luxurious, deluxe, spacious, beautiful master suite.
You don't want to throw any more adjectives in there?
No. So that's our plan. This is our house that we live in now while we're building our mountain house. This house is like 2 minutes from our other Airbnb. It's 960 square feet. And we're turning the garage to a bedroom so that it'll be even bigger. And then we can make this our second Airbnb. And it'll be right next to the first one. And we're excited. So there's a big to-do list at this house. But the main one is finishing this garage conversion. So I'm going to hand it over to Pretty Boy Parker to talk about everything that we've done so far. Not because I'm not knowledgeable about it, but because it's just good to, spread out the FaceTime for the camera. Right?
Yep. We'll go with that. All right. Well, hopefully we have some of these videos to cut in here, but we started with tearing out the garage to begin with. So it was somewhat finished. So it had drywall in the ceiling. The water heater and washer and dryer were in here already. In the winter, we figured out that the drain vent, which actually uses a pump. So the drain coming off of the washer here goes through this pump and pumps it up all the way up into the attic, across the attic, down over here to where it can get into the crawl space of the main house, and then goes to the drain. We figured out that actually froze during the winter and had water in here, so we had to replumb that. Of course, we had to replace the original water heater because it was a gas water heater with an electric water heater, since this will now be a living space. So we replumbed all that, but we're going to keep the washer and dryer and the water heater here, which will be in the closet.
Closet,
So it'll be a pocket door here, closet. This will be the bedroom, bed underneath the window, and this will be another pocket door. This will be the bathroom. This will be double sink vanity, hooper shooper, shower. Tore the drywall out, redid the plumbing. We obviously tore out the garage door and replaced it with a wall, and then on the exterior did siding. Kind of did like an accent type siding that makes it look like cedar.
yeah, that was some good technique that we had going with
Yeah,
that, with the painting and everything.
That turned out. We did electrical, obviously. We need a lot more electrical, so we had to run a few extra circuits. So the bathroom obviously has its own circuit. Had to do a fart fan.
Don't call it that.
It's an industry term. Look it up. Did our forced air for heating and air conditioning. Somehow got a return vent in there, and my biggest regret on this project,
Okay.
not tearing down the ceiling.
Really?
Yes.
You're joking.
My ass had to crawl up in this crawl space. Not a very big attic. Filled with fiberglass. So itchy as can be. Should have just torn the ceiling down. It would have made things so much easier. But
Oh, you poor thing.
I was like, I'll save some time and money and not tear the ceiling down. I'll just crawl up there a couple times.
Yeah, but now
I
you
crawled
don't.
up there 15 times.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Then we had to. Part of the reason why we had to rip a lot of the drywall off, or all of it off, was because it was 2x4 studs on exterior wall, which meant we couldn't get the R19 insulation that is required. So we had to rip all those out in fir. Ronnie struggles with this word.
I'm gonna. What's the word?
furring the board out?
We're gonna furry the boards. We're all ready to go.
Fur. Just fur.
We're gonna fur the boards.
She likes to say furry. Furry the studs out. Fur the studs out. So there's actually just like essentially a 2-inch piece of 2x4 here that we ripped down on top of a regular 2x4 to give us basically a 2x6 wall. And then that way we can get the R19 insulation in there.
We are up to code on this project. It's permitted and we've had inspections. Parker loves his local government.
We, part of the plumbing was cutting this part of the slab out so that we can run, obviously, our underground plumbing.
So Parker put this gap in the cement here.
Just, yep, a little gap.
Is there plumbing in here now? Doesn't look like it.
So our shower drain, toilet drain, and then it all kind of comes into a main drain, goes through the foundation wall, into the crawl space, and into the main drain. So cut that out, did all that plumbing. Next steps will be we have to get an insulation inspection. Then we can hang drywall. Then it really turns into kind of the finishing. So then we have to do the shower, finish the rest of the bathroom, flooring.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Just another one of our projects we juggle along with the other 18 other projects we have.
You're starting to sound a little negative.
No, me.
It's gonna be great. All right.
Stay tuned. More to come.